to talk about planners. There seems to be this trend going around about home organization, home binders, personal organization. I've always been into binders. I've had this day runner for 13 years now. I got it in high school, used it for everything. But as I got older, had kids, my husband's active duty military, so we moved away, small kids, lived overseas, didn't really work, just kind of concentrated on raising the kids, so I kind of fell out of use of having one. So fast forward 12 years later, um, and I'm finding now that my girls are in high school, they've got their dental appointments, their doctor's appointments, my doctor's appointments, I work part-time. Everything's just kind of been really jumbled lately, so I decided to go ahead and go back to using a planner. Well, I got together with my friend Bridgett Owens, and I'll link her YouTube channel down below. She has been kind of like, well, come on, let's personalize an organizer and let's make our own, and that's great, because the problem that I have with things like the Day Runner, the Filofax, the Erin Condren, is you shell out a lot of money for just the binder or the base itself, and then every year you have to purchase refills or a new calendar, and then you're spending another $40 or $50 every year. Bridgett, she recommended, hey, let's make our own. Well, the problem that I was running into was all the printables, everything that I found was in an 8.5 by 11. I need something that I can carry in my purse, otherwise I'll forget to write things down. Well, I know that you can resize them, and I know that you can find, 8.5 by 5, or 8 by 5. I know you can find printables in that size. I did find some, but the problem that I ran into there is that you have to have a 3-ring binder. And I just don't think a 3-ring binder is going to hold up well inside of a purse, because you throw items in there, you take items out, and the binders are usually made out of cardboard. I just don't think that they're going to stand up well inside of the abuse that goes on in our purse. So I'm going to show you the organizer that I found and how I use it, and let's go. Okay, so here's the planner that I found. Let's start off with why I think this would stand up really well in a purse. This is binded, so you don't have the standard spiral wire that's going to get caught in the lining of your purse or snag on your clothes or anything like that. So I really like that. It's made out of a really flexible plastic, so you can spill things on there and it'll wipe right off. Sometimes kids forget to put the lids on their markers or something in your purse, so it's easily cleanable. I made these little paperclip placeholders out of paper clips and just some ribbon that I had out of my crafting stash. The front here, which I think is really cool, comes with a really pretty insert, but it comes out, so if you're crafty and you have a favorite line of stamps or something like that, you can personalize the front as to what you want, and I plan on doing that. The only thing is I just have not gotten to that far yet. So there are some monthly tabs right there. The cover is long enough, as you see, it's long enough that you're not going to have to worry about those getting ripped off or snagging on anything, so the front and the back keep it pretty well protected. Okay, since I messed it up here when I showed the insert, I have this really cute little post-it note holder that my friend Bridgett Owens made for me, and I just clip that right here so I can make quick notes, write them down. I don't have to go digging automatically right away for a date. I can just write the quick note, use this as the dashboard, take the sticky, put it here. Easy peasy to remember. When you turn the page, you have the for-year calendar. My first placeholder is for the 2015 planning. So as you can see, it's kind of in a grid. Let it adjust there for a second. It's kind of in a grid. 2015, you've got the months across the top, and then it goes from 1 to 31 down the side.
Sorry, my camera doesn't want to focus. So I figured with these small areas, I could just use this as blog planning. I don't like to go into a lot of detail, just kind of jotting down notes. I've got a couple right there, so as you can see, things that I plan on sharing on my blog. Really easy, quick, and as you can see, you know, you don't see the binding, anything here that's gonna snag open, pages aren't gonna fall out, so really like that. Okay, so then you go into your months. As you can see, and I'm just going to go ahead and turn to this month real quick because, as you can see, I've already started. I bought this planner late in the year, so first few months don't have anything in it. But as you can see, you've got these nice big squares. You can see that I've got some stamp images on my blog as well. So I will list all of the supplies and everything that I used on my blog. When there's a dentist appointment or doctor appointment, I just kind of write a generic description in the month, because this last month has been really crazy and my kids have spent more time in the doctors and ER than I ever want to spend there again. So between follow-ups, dentist appointments, things like that, I had a pocket planner in my purse. Actually, I have it sitting right here because I was filling it out. So my pocket planner that I was using, as you can see, got a little crazy. I was running out of room and I couldn't keep up. So I got this one that has the monthly. I can write the generic description, and then when you turn it, my second bookmark is going to mark the place of the week where I'm at. So as you can see, we have dentist on the 4th. On the 4th in the daily, I can write who it's for, where it's at, and the time. Easy. I can keep everything organized, and as you can see, I'm going to go see New Kids on the Block Wednesday night. Kind of really excited about that. It's my 5th time seeing them. So, yeah, I've kind of been a New Kids fan for a while. Stamps to kind of mark different occasions. When you go to the back, my 3rd place mark, or bookmark, or whatever you want to call it, is taking you to another future planning guide. So hopefully this will zoom in a little bit better than the last one, because so you've got your future planning guide. Again, you've got the month, but as you can see, it's a different grid. So you can put the date here, and then there's a wider space for you to put the description. So what I'm thinking I might use this for, since I'm not really into doing this yet, is if I plan on making more videos, this is probably where I'll write the ideas down. I'm not sure that this is what I'm going to do, but Bridget is kind of insistent. And not in a bad way, Bridget, not in a bad way. She's just trying to encourage me to get out of my comfort zone a little, I think. Then you have a section for notes. It's only a couple of pages, but more permanent things that you need to remember, you know. On the back of this one right here, on the back of this particular page right here, it's the very last page in notes. It's kind of a cardboard. I put the most used addresses on the back of that. I didn't want to show that because I don't think my friends would want their addresses flashed all over YouTube. But, you know, when you're out and you have a card, or you remember that, you know, you need to mail something, and you go to Walmart or Target or wherever it is that you shop, and you grab an envelope, and you know you have to mail it, and so you take the object with you, and you throw it in the envelope, and it's all ready to mail, and what do you not have? Their address. So because this will be in my purse, I have my frequently used addresses. It makes it kind of easy. On the back here, sorry, you guys don't need to see all that kind of information. I have important things that I need to remember. So, military is very big on giving you handouts for your appointments and things like that. So, not that these are appointments, but these are like discharge papers, dental papers, things that I need to remember. Things to watch for, you know, the kind of things that they tell you to watch for in like the ER and things like that. Like I said, my kids have been there a lot lately, so I have to keep up with a lot of paperwork. So it's just easier to keep it binded in the back, something that I can do. Now, the reason this works for me is, like I said, I ran out of room in my little planner, so I just kind of needed something that had a weekly and a monthly in it. I don't detail my life by chores and minute and hours and, you know, this has to be done this day. I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of girl. I work better that way because I kind of don't want to be attached to my binder, which is kind of how I viewed a lot of the planners. And I'm not dogging the planners. You know, if you are a really busy person and you know you run a business and you have your family and you blog and you know, do YouTube videos and everything, well, you know, the Erin Condren, the Filofax, the Day Runner probably work really, really well for you. My life just isn't that crazy. I only work part-time. I have 2 teenagers. My life kind of revolves around their schedule. To keep up. So for $7.99 at Target, this was a great buy. It's going to suit my needs. It's something that fits in my purse. It's, you know, plenty of room to write. The other thing that I had was there was another one, and if you need a pouch, there was one for $14.99 that had a zippered pouch where the cover is right here. You could hold all of your pens, pencils, supplies, and everything in it. But I have another zippered pouch that I keep in my purse that has my chapsticks, my pens, everything that I need in it. So I didn't want to have another pouch in my purse. So that's everything. I hope you enjoyed the little tour through my binder, and we will see you later.